Knights, 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 knights.
Oh, that was
What is
cute,
up?
bro.
I wanted to work it. I literally did that right before we got on, but I wanted to work that in. I think the Knights chant should be a thing.
It should be. It was a thing.
It
Shout
is
out
a
to
thing.
Mike B.
I know you're like, Mike, help me out.
Somebody.
So what's up, everybody?
Yo, what's good? What's going on? I got my liquid death here. Kurt's never had it. It's delicious. This one is the grapefruit edition. Oh, we got the Diet Pepsi, huh?
That's my own form of liquid death. It only kills you in about 60 years.
You're good. You're good. Carcinogens.
Oh yeah, Mike B right there in the chat. What's up, Mike?
What do Shout out, Mike.
Ewok.
Toughest hands. What up,
Zay in here,
Ewok,
Eddie.
Jason, Zay, Eddie.
Victor, our veto winner.
Victor, there he is, yo. Empanada.
Roads Repair. Gary,
Sorry.
J.K. Marshall.
Gary V.
Refrigeration Devil. Always in here. Appreciate you guys.
Shout out to the dev.
Shout out to the devil.
What kind of day did y'all have? Mine was kind of boring.
Well, I figured you
Same.
had something to talk about.
Oh yeah, what are you going to talk about? We got
No,
the good
no.
all kinds of stuff.
Well, let's
Come
start
on.
with the work week. Anything interesting this week, or all boring?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what you call
Very-
work.
Very slow.
Is it slow?
Yeah. Yes, it has been
Yeah.
very slow.
So what are you guys doing? It's slow.
Hang out at the house. Go out to lunch with my wife.
Take advantage.
Yeah, we did those things. Got little dates. I just had a
See-
couple maintenances, bro.
Well, that's what I'm starting to do too, and see what I've been trying to record more of, like what I actually do, right? Not just the crazy calls. So I'm showing a little more of the office stuff, a little more of the, downtime stuff. So I'll get into that on the channel too.
I'm about to open this door and get these dogs out there. God damn.
Where is he?
Get out.
I don't know. Where is he now?
Scram!
Where in the world is Jake?
Is he in the doghouse?
You see that beat or that little meme video? Scram! She doesn't want you. Get out of here. Oh shit! God. Okay,
Where are you broadcasting
Where are
from
you?
now?
I'm in the bedroom.
Oh, okay. You haven't
I know.
moved?
Are
No.
you
So
in?
we're still moving mode. That's why it's all like janky
There.
as shit behind me. Yeah, I hate it. Sorry.
We don't see nothing janky. Don't worry about it.
man, Kurt, man, so positive. I love it.
Rhodes is like, why do you guys laugh every time you say my name? It's like, did I
We
do
love you,
something?
Rhodes. That's why. Rhodes is the man. He was over this way. We were going to link up, but didn't get a chance to. God, my dog stinks. That's why I had to get her out. Tell us more, Kurt. You said you were going to be like on it. I want to see. Where's my hat?
Let's just say the last couple of days hadn't been productive with the business,
Oh yeah.
but they've been productive in other ways.
You've been busy.
I was just feeling good.
Hey,
That's
let's
awesome.
go.
I think we're all gonna have pretty good videos coming out pretty soon. All these reviews and tools and everything. I feel like spring is a really good season this year, right? A lot of cool stuff coming out from AHR, the veto stuff coming out. Why do you keep your cat just gets more crooked and crooked?
It's my ears, bro. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to fit.
There.
Sorry, it's the OCD.
I can
It's
tell you
not
what
though.
It is. I can
What?
tell you what it is.
It's
You didn't put no curve in the middle of that hat. You ain't wearing it right.
hey. There's a little something in there, boy. God, I'm so annoyed. Sorry. This is just bothering me so much.
We're just gonna sit here and watch Jake fix his hat.
There's this guy I used to watch. It was a fitness guy, and he'd always like get on his videos were always like, let's get that camera nice and square, and he would always square it up. And even if it was square, you know what I mean? Thanks, buddy. And yeah. So yeah, you made a good point about spring coming up. All the new tools, and obviously we're gonna be picking up new stuff, right? In regards to
I'm excited for a few things.
field work. It'll be good.
This is the
What do
year
you got?
for the battery powered vacuum pumps. I'm going to try a couple out and we'll see how they do. Hey, I'll get into this. We can get into some tool talk, I guess, right? Tech, I know everybody laughs at it, but I kind of wish I had gone by the booth. They have a new vacuum pump with okay, so I don't want it to look like I'm ragging on Navac, but I did see
What they
See
do?
it.
I was about to say we had a hell of a show last week. I appreciate everybody
God, you don't start this.
I appreciate all the super chats from last week. It's not necessary. We're gonna try to be a little more professional this week. Keep it together. And that went out the door.
There. No, that's all I got. We'll just that's where it's going.
Appreciate you, Victor. I had seen a message come from you right before I got on here. I'll get back to you when I can. Anyway, okay. So vacuum. I'll start with vacuum pumps, right? So, vacuum pumps with a micron gauge built in. Do you think that's helpful?
Stupid.
Or stupid?
No,
Okay.
it's no.
Contradictory, bro. Like, I mean, it's
You're not supposed to put the gauge close to your pump.
yeah.
I feel like that is
stupid.
worse. Yeah, worse than a manifold having a micron built into it.
Yeah, you're gonna rely on that, and when people put their, you see them put their micron gauge right on it or something, you're like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me actually see if I can
Yeah, it
pull up.
pulls down real fast like that.
Oh, it's
we're
we're done in 2 minutes here.
Yeah, straight up, dude. You're like, oh man, yeah, it's a proper setup. Like, God, that's a gimmick. Is it so? Is that a Navac thing or
There's
Tech?
a few of them. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
I know one of them, they did that because they were going to do some kind of pump down test to test the oil in your vacuum pump, how long it takes to get a certain number of microns.
Yeah,
Bro,
I don't.
That
who
still sounds
changes
like
their
a gimmick,
oil
though.
religiously?
No, but okay, if you bring that point up, right, about it being on the pump.
Anybody who has a field piece vacuum pump changes their oil all the time.
Half of their oil all the time. Anyway,
Half of the oil.
but
I don't.
okay, so Navac has
Love
there's
you,
a
Kurt.
there's a couple that I saw. Navac has it, and I didn't know what it was gonna do. I think we had mentioned it before. You were like saying that it could detect something in the oil, stuff like that. It doesn't
The
do any of that.
viscosity.
It doesn't do any of that. All it does is you put what do you do with it? Oh, you need their micron gauge, specifically their new one, to work with their new vacuum pump so that they can work together. And you can do that test. You put the micron gauge on, you leave it alone. You let it pull down to whatever it's rated for, 25 microns, whatever it is. And it gives you a pass or fail, right? Like I think it runs like a minute. You can do that with any other pump. That's how I test my oil too. You just put a micron gauge on there. If it pulls down to what it's designed for, it passes. If it doesn't, you need to change the oil. That's all it does.
It's just a gimmick again. Just like these analog digital, quote unquote, not digital gauges.
Yeah, but I'll give them a pass if the price is really like $200 on that one.
But does it actually pull a good vacuum, and is it going to last? That's what anybody ever.
Well, yeah, I know, because I think it's this one. See if I can pull it up.
I've never used
their smart vacuum pump.
I feel like haven't they had one of those?
Yeah, I guess the other one, but this one links up to their micron gauge. But it has to be their micron gauge, their new micron gauge. So if you test any pump, I mean, that's how you can test the oil. You run the pump by itself, and if it pulls down, it's good. If it doesn't, it's bad. That's all it does. Is it does that? It does it automatically for you, and then it just gives you like a
Yeah.
little readout, pass or fail.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. I mean, it's not bad,
Mm,
I guess.
Don't need it.
And it
Oh,
takes away from,
and you can
you
store it
know.
here in the on the side.
Oh, all right. I mean, micron gauges are what, like $200, 250. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna depend, but it's pretty relative. I don't have what was the one. A lot of people really do like that true blue one, the blue vac one. I never got a chance. Like the higher end one. I know there was
These
a
two are
couple.
always working into the
Shout
night,
out.
out there grinding.
Golly.
The are you talking about the True Blue micron gauges, or which one? Or what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, just the micron gauges. Like I'd see comments, people be like, "I swear by this one." You know, everybody has their own one that they like
Well,
to.
those are pricey. I think if you get like the actual like full
Mm-hmm.
size one, I had the mini or whatever it was called, the micro, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
killed
that's
the
what I was saying.
batteries. It killed the batteries all the time. I had to take them out because if you left them in there by the next job you got to, it was dead. So then, and somebody else told me that they had the same issue. They didn't know what it was. I'm like, yeah, you just take them out, take the batteries out when you're done, and then pop them back in on the next one, and it's full battery. Like, it's stupid.
I've
What was
recently
it?
picked up the CPS micron gauge because my field piece again. It's my second field piece MG44. That's
I lost the
it'll.
stupid coupler to mine.
I saved mine from my last one, but they just they don't last, man. I take care of my stuff. Like if you guys were to work with me or see like how I treat my stuff, like I take care of my stuff, and that's just one. And I know Kurt had an issue with it. You did a video on that, didn't you, Kurt?
Multiple times
You
I've had issues with the MG44, but it
but you
seems
went
like
back.
actually the last one the battery was dead on it, so I didn't use it. I used another one, but if I can get it clean enough to start, reading atmospheric pressure when there's atmospheric pressure, I'll try it again.
Mm,
It seems like sometimes though you can't get it clean enough to do that.
I
yeah.
also,
All right. So
well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I got that the CPS one's been really good on the past. I've used it on the past 4 jobs and been very happy with it. And it starts reading out a lot higher than the field piece because the field piece will start reading at like 11,000.
Hmm.
It's just nice to know because sometimes it just feels like you're waiting forever to get, but
Yeah,
like,
because I think field piece is the one that has like the little bar, right? As long as it's like going
yeah,
down. But even then, I'm like, are we getting close?
yeah.
Is it
I'm like,
something leaking?
yeah, dude. And like, I
Well,
see the CPS popped on. It was at like 60,000 or something ridiculous. I was like, all right, well, that's cool. At
Oh, well,
least I
that's
know
kind
I'm
of cool.
somewhere.
Yeah, I
yeah,
might look into that one.
my Appion didn't last very long, but
Yeah.
it would read microns at atmospheric pressure.
Mm.
Okay.
That's
So you could always see when it was going down. I like that.
yeah.
Until you
And then
couldn't.
I like when you turn it back on, like the field piece, like it's all the way back up, and it takes forever to come back
Oh
down
yeah,
when it
yeah.
like automatically turns. You're like,
When it
come on,
auto shuts off or when the battery dies
yeah,
or something, like then you got to wait for it again. It even though it's at a certain micron, it like will give you that whole countdown to where it was.
I went to a class. I want to say it was like a Daikin class, and they were saying you should always do a triple evac, even on your splits and everything. Do you guys?
Yeah.
I've done it, but generally I reserve that for larger than a 5 ton system.
I only do it if I'm having issues or something calls for it. If it pulls down on most times it'll pull down on the first one and you get it under 500 and you call it.
Yeah, I don't always do that. There needs to be a reason for it.
And I was cuz I saw Ty talking about vacuums recently and he's like it's always been taught to be under 500, that 500 is not your goal, right? And I was like, I don't know. I was taught differently, I guess. I was taught under 1,000 and that 700 was okay and 500 was the
If
best.
yeah, like it depends. If like yes, I heard that the same thing. I think it was in regards to like obviously oil is going to be in there, or when you're pulling down the moisture, it's going to start to rise again if you pull it too fast. All that, and
I don't know. That's just
there's
what I
more
was
to
taught
it.
because I told them on a few things. I'm like, unfortunately, I was taught a different way and then I had to learn later, better practices. But like, it just reminded me of like what I was taught. And it was always like under 1,000. Yeah, you're good. Good enough.
Oh,
I've seen I've seen guys with R22 systems don't even pull a vacuum.
I've seen it too.
mhm.
And guess
Well,
what? It
I think
works.
in the books back in the day, it was always just recommended to pull.
Yeah.
It was never a requirement. Now you read the books now, and in the books it says 500.
Like,
At
like
least
nitro.
in nah, nitrogen, it'll tell you high side. Like depends on the manufacturer. Because I'll hear differing things, and I'm sure you guys too do pressurized. Well, if it's pressurized, like it's rated for this on the high side, wouldn't you think that's where you want to pressurize it? Um, excuse me. Um, but shit, where was I going? I feel like I recently did like a Goodman or something, and they told me, or the book was said 500 microns, but some may be lower, I guess. But
Somebody
Well,
in the
I know.
comments saying some of them are requiring 250 in the manuals.
Mm,
okay,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I've
So,
heard that now. It's not what not what I grew up with or learned with.
Well, really, honestly, what installer is going to pull something down to 250 microns every day?
Oh, no.
It ain't going to
I,
happen.
and a lot of times the book doesn't take into effect or take into account the real life situations, right? Like you have issues, you're in a hurry, you got to get the system up and going. You don't have time for a triple evac all the time or, whatever it is. So there's
Well,
different scenarios for that.
most installers don't change their vacuum pump oil. Most installers don't use a micron gauge. I mean,
I've seen it. I've seen guys that we end up hiring and I'm like, you
but
get what
but
you need and then they don't run a pump or micron gauge.
But those are the practices you put in procedures in place, right? When you have those guys, you got to have
Yeah.
documentation of all this, and if you don't, you know what I mean? Hey, your ass is grass, as they would say.
Well, even
Um,
if there's not documentation, you get a callback, you know what the cause was.
Nah, for sure. And we had that one time, and it was on the subs, and we made them go back out, and whatever. But, anyways, it's gonna be hard, I think,
So I need to get
regardless of monitor. You can't monitor everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. Even my guys, sometimes I'll tell them like, I don't even want to know what the hell happened here. Did you get it going or what happened? Sometimes you can't control everything. They cut corners sometimes, and I try to teach them as we go, so that they know for next time or how we're gonna fix it or address it. But that's I think that's why Kurt runs into the same issue trying to hire people. And a lot of people that I've talked to on my podcast, if they don't hire anybody, that's the reason, because you don't have like 10 of you out there in the field. You have 10 other guys that are like you're accountable for.
Yep. Yeah. We'll be
So
looking at
really,
who's.
I need to get to the comments really quick. So Rhodes brought up Elitech. I was gonna go and mention that I didn't go to their booth, but they have a vacuum pump that looks like that Navac one, but that little micron gauge screen, whatever it is, it's actually detachable and you can take it with you. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Hmm.
I was like, if you want to just like pull it down and read it, and then maybe later you valve it off or whatever,
For sure. That's
that's a cool
nice.
one.
well, did y'all talk to JB about any of their pumps?
JB, don't talk to me.
Why not?
Oh, we went to the booth. Me and Jake were there.
You know, they got some nice
Little
pumps.
special editions or
Yeah,
something.
they're just all big and dumb, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. Like the pumps are just like they're just like come on. Like why?
Old school.
I'll take a yellow jacket like bullet over a JB. I mean I never had a JB pump, so maybe they're really good. The one he was showing us was pretty cool, like you said, that the limited edition one, but it was freaking massive, man.
It was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you never do a decay test. Skip the vacuum, crack the suction, have your thumb over the liquid line, and purge the air with R22.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when
hey,
it was legal
man.
to just dump R22.
Yeah, when
When
I got
did it
into
not become legal? What?
yeah, Victor's
That's
like, if you want it
funny.
done right, you do it yourself. I always
Yeah,
feel
there we
like that.
go. And you know what? That's going to be the hard part, and we have that conversation quite a bit. Because we do immaculate work, like, and it's just impossible.
Are they asking for
Yeah,
pressure
see,
tests for
yeah. So
H-Vault?
it's funny. We've heard some differing stuff about inspections down here. I've heard that you need to have the inspector come and visually see that it's holding pressure. You need to leave it at 24 hours. You know, I've heard a couple things from suppliers. I don't know how true it is, but emergency situation arises. I mean, which is
I was
when
gonna
you're
say,
changing
like,
a system out, right?
who has the time to wait for all that?
Yeah. So it's just go with the flow, bro. Yeah.
You know how many people around here don't even do the inspections and all that crap?
Oh, for
Or
sure.
the permits, you know?
Permits. Yeah. You know, I say that 250, bro.
I always get asked, why don't you do it on the weekend? I'm not cutting corners here. We're pulling a permit.
Yeah. Like, well, it's the big show.
Did Ty really say this? We're getting contaminated nitrogen because it has oxygen.
Oh man, what is it? Because it's an inert thing. Who said something to one of us? It was in a comment section about just you, or was somebody did a video just putting like compressed air.
Oh,
We
I've
heard
seen
that
this.
somewhere. Oh, like they're like,
There's
usually
this
it's an
guy
older
making
guy.
videos of it.
Usually it's an older guy that's like, y'all are being tricked into getting nitrogen and all this. Just get an air compressor and it's the same thing. I'm like, oh, all right. Like, I forgot
Yeah.
who's gotten those comments, but I've seen them.
Okay. I
And
was
it's
like,
one of those
man.
guys, I've been doing this for 30 years or whatever it is.
Yeah. Good round number. I love the tri-decade thing. That it's always 30 years, you know. We're doing this for
Always.
2.5 decades. Well, you ain't there yet, bud.
I'm getting
Dude,
up
I
there.
was at one of our firing ranges where they shoot bows into targets, and they got a little store there. And I met this fella, and we started talking. And he said, "You know something? I have a conditioned air contractor's license too." And I looked at him and said, "What in the world are you doing here?"
Yeah. Oh, I get that all the time, dude. I used to do a lot of work around, little places or the smaller hospitals and stuff. And there's guys doing maintenance or something, something that to me is not up to par to being a contractor, right? And then yeah, I'm a licensed HVAC contractor, this and that. I'm like, then why am I here? Then why are
Yeah.
you doing what you're doing? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, my son-in-law,
Yeah, I was about to say.
he has a HVAC business, and I talked to him, and he told me this is what it was.
I almost
Like,
got
all
into it
right,
one
cool.
time with a guy because his dad did HVAC. I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
cool. Get him to do it.
Yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, why ain't your dad here, dog? Like, yeah, fudge out of here. God, some people, I love the engineer ones for whatever reason. They just like to say, like, use the, I'm an engineer. Like, I don't give a
I don't
but.
care.
I'm trying to, oh, God, like, and it's like
They love
totally not
telling
even
you that,
anything,
don't they?
bro. It's always nothing to do with like, okay, like, then you do the job. I don't know. What do you want? Yeah, I understand how electrical works. I'm a something.
Randy always has questions for Kurt. Is a 70,000 BTU too large of a furnace for a 14 by 70 80s mobile home?
Let's see what that comes out to.
Well, I guess where are you living?
We need a heat load calculation. We need what region you're in. Everything.
That's 980. So let's just say it's 980 square feet.
Jake's figuring it out.
60,000. Huh?
I said Jake looks like he's figuring it out for you.
Where's that
It really
one?
depends
Remember
on
that?
where he is.
But remember, this reminds me of that one video that we talked about where the guy was like that he upgraded the tonnage on his house because he had planned to like expand it in the
Oh,
future.
yeah.
He just wanted to future proof it. It's like, we'll see how that works out. He was all proud of himself.
I had a similar thing. I had a guy ask me to go buy a house that's never had air conditioning, but it has a furnace and it has ductwork. And he wants to add air conditioning to it.
Okay.
And I did a quick calculation on that one. And he has one of those little 14-inch furnaces, but he needs a 2.5-ton coil, and that furnace ain't going to support the airflow for a 2.5-ton coil. So I told him you need to get a whole new system. And he says, but that furnace is brand new. And he wanted to argue with me.
Well, that's his fault.
I know he didn't install air conditioning the first time.
Yeah.
Man. You just can't win with them all. You know what I mean? I had a guy.
I pulled up YouTube.
Go
I
ahead.
see that Morgan is live and he has a catalog in the thumbnail talking about Vito.
Go away, Joey. Gosh. Dang, what was I going to say? Oh, last week, I don't know if I brought this one up. I was at a customer's house. It was a little old lady, and she had a short in her thermostat wire. A neighbor had changed the thermostat for her. So I changed that, but I'm going in and outside to the truck, and like the other neighbor like comes over, and he's like, "Hey, yada yada yada," talking to me. I need to get a new unit. I said, "Okay." I gave him a price like low as bare bones. It would be like I'd give this to like George or something to do on the side. I was like, it was like $6,000. He was like, "Oh, no way, I'm not doing that." He's like, I know that it should not cost more than $1,000 from cost of the unit to do a job. I said, if that's how you feel, I said, by all means, yeah, go with it, bro. Because there's these companies that have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 install, but it's just for like a condenser, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we called those companies. When I went back to the house, I came back out. He goes, "Yeah, that's just for the condenser." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure." I was like, "Dude," I said, "the reason we're going to charge way more," I was like, "honestly, you're not going to like my price because it would probably have been, realistically, it's like $9,800 or something." And I was like, "We're doing the nitro with the brazing, we're purging, we're flushing, all the stuff that I know other cats ain't
They don't
doing."
do?
Yeah, and he's just like, "Oh," he goes, "Well, if George does it, will he do all those extra things you want him?" I was like, "You'll have to ask him."
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what I
gonna say,
mean?
you can't be, you don't
I
know.
was like, "Yo,
Ask.
side job is totally different than like." My man was just like, "I'm not trying to spend more than," it was like 4,000 or $5,000. I'm like, "No, I'm not the guy for you, bro." And then he calls the company again. He's like, "Well, I want to replace the ductwork too." So that quote for the ductwork was like 10 grand. I'm like, Go away, bro." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We don't get that too much anymore. Like we had every few years we get that. I guess the competition comes in and gives them pricing, and then it always ends up being more than what they said it would be. And they have to make it up somewhere. And then the
Yeah.
customer's like, "Yeah, you were right." It happens.
What about you, Kurt, man? How you doing over there?
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm watching y'all up here, and I'm watching Morgan down there. I'm trolling his comments.
Unbelievable. Why
Tell
did
them to come watch the real show.
my man's really trying to hijack our lives, bro? He knows what we do. Jeez.
He just went live like recently, I guess. He started doing it, but
Bro, all he does is go live and it ruins my feed. like, like it's all I ever see. Love the guy. He's awesome. What was I getting ready to
Did he get the
say?
same advice that I gave y'all?
Elaborate. What's the advice, brother? Kurt?
What I told y'all about YouTube and going live?
Oh,
maybe he did. Because coincidentally, he just went live like every other day now.
he does the Sunday live chats, the
Saturday
truck cleanup chats. I'm like, where my wife went on a walk chat, and then they end up being like 2 hours long, and I'm like, dang, bro.
I know somebody mentioned because we did an episode on my podcast, and I had to break it up because I was like, dude, we went like almost 3 hours, and I couldn't cut anything out. It was pretty good. I was like, I'll just cut it up into 2 episodes and all that. And I got a bunch of comments from his guys like, yeah, that's why his lives always go like 2+ hours, 3 hours. That I'm like, how does he? I don't know how he does that every day.
I can see him read. I can't hear him, but I can see him reading the comments.
Yeah, and he does get to every single one, so that's why it takes long.
Go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna go troll him real quick.
Speaking of, nah, that's what was I gonna say? Shoot, I don't know. Oh, Kurt, what you was telling us about an install you had recently. You had to go back to, or did you mention that on the show, or is that just through the text messages? The installers did something to they messed up, or do you recall? And did your hat say Leesburg on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you read it?
Ashley asked. I was like, I don't know. I can read it now. Who got a Leesburg here? Or just right up the street. It's where they make the Diversa hurricane pads.
Tell us more about Diversa Tech.
Well, just about everything they that you get at the supply house they make, and they got great condensate management, great made in the USA capacitors. You know what I mean?
What's up, kitchen
electrical
cowboy?
whips?
Hey, I feel like that's a pretty good advantage now that they have that extended warranty, or that, what is it, like 10 years now on their capacitors?
That's fantastic. All made in the US of A.
What is the warranty on the other one? The turbos.
5.
5? Ooh, so they have them beat. Because I always buy the USA ones. Those are the Titan HD.
There's a bunch of them made in the US.
No, I know, but like the ones that they offer, they have the Titan Pro and the Titan HD. The Titan HD is a one made in US, and that's usually the one that I buy at my supply house. And now they come with a 10-year warranty.
And then I use the Pan tablets, the Assurity ones, which are theirs. The spin sweatshirt that I use in my drill, yeah, and it's crazy. But
I'm waiting on the pump. I want to try out the pump and their new manifold set. So, is that you?
Yeah, you hear it? That's the wash machine.
They have that new manifold.
What kind of pump are you talking about?
Well, the battery powered pump. I'm waiting on that one to come out.
Are we still talking about Diversa Tech?
Hillmore. Hillmore is part of Diversa Tech. So that, and then the manifold that they have coming out, that one is supposed to be priced at $300. I did see that Navac. I think I showed you guys that it went. I think it's like $220 on True Tech Tools for that fake digital one from Navac. So they did bring the price down, because I heard $280, someone else heard $260, and like it was floating around $300. And I guess they're gonna, at least on True Tech Tools, come out at $220, which is not bad, but it's still. I'd put my money somewhere else if I were, people looking at it.
Without hoses, man.
Without hoses, without any connectivity to clamps or anything else.
And like you said, with the ends aren't flared, so if you're trying to purge or
it has to be. I was looking at it again. It has to be like a perfect seal where the gasket is hitting it just right where it doesn't come out.
That's just dumb. I had worked on a Lennox today with it was like the worst orientation of where the liquid line was, you know, down at the bottom where like the um it meets. There's like there was like the liquid lines here, but like the where the I'm trying to describe it outside of the condenser. I couldn't get my probes in there, so I had to like go get like a 90 and a 45 like low loss fitting to make it fit. I was like, this is ridiculous.
But what were you trying to hook
What
up?
is that?
Just my
Field probes?
probes.
Oh, the field piece.
The field piece, yeah. I was like, I never had
Dude,
that issue before.
I am so annoyed with refrigeration equipment. The condensers are starting to put the service ports on the inside of the unit. So like
Yeah.
traditionally it would look like an AC system, like a split system, you know, they would be sticking out. Now they stick inwards and it's a pain in the ass. You got to remove the panels. And then if you want to hook up your core tools, forget it. You're going to have to find another spot for it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they do make extra ports, but they're a pain in the ass to get to. Like it was easy before having everything outside. So like, yeah, that's sometimes I do like having my my manifold because that tends to fit in more spots. But yeah, I carry an extra like just little stubby hoses for instances like that.
Yeah. Well, it fit perfectly in my MPMX bag, so I was good. Great tool pouch, Kurt.
Wait a minute. Is that a bag or a pouch? What is it?
It doesn't matter what it is. It carries my tools, damn it. Okay. I can do anything. Oh man.
Whoa, we
Ain't no
can't say anything
kangaroo
bad
on
about
Ooh.
pouch.
we can't say anything bad about Heatcraft right now.
Hey, let's talk all the smack. Let's give them all the smack.
I
bro.
told-
Heatcraft, you suck.
Look, when I went to
I
their
don't know what-
booth and I did basically like a podcast there. I told them, I was like, and I think I have a video this weekend where it's like I explain it is like a love-hate relationship with Heatcraft because they're the simplest ones to install, these walk-in boxes, and startup is real easy. Everything is like stupid simple.
You want
It's just all these it's just all these little nuance calls and like little things that they do that irritate me sometimes. And I told them that.
word. Bird.
Can
Bird
you
is
get
the
them
word.
to lift the ban on me from going over there?
Ooh.
Well, I told you guys there's the Heatcraft is in Georgia, right? And then
Yeah, all the ones in
They told me-
Tallahassee, baby.
they told me about another one that's in Florida, so I might be heading out there soon.
It's where they make like the compressors. I mean, that's when I googled
The
it, right?
turbo core or something.
Yes, it had popped up like Copeland something. So, and
Yeah, I think it is
Tallahassee.
Copeland because I tried to ask somebody at, I think it was Danfoss, and they didn't have the right person to talk about it. But yeah, it's like the Copeland.
I think that's
don't know if
what it
it's
was.
Copeland.
Yeah,
Yeah, compressors.
whatever. Yeah, so that'd be kind of cool actually to go take a look at.
They told me they were really
you-
impressive facilities, so I'll take them up on it.
I believe it, brother. You telling me, dog?
Well, don't believe it till you see it. It might talk nice to you and you never get out there.
Speaking from
There-
experience.
There's a few companies that are like that. We've all experienced that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, Mike just goes all in and cuts the metal out to get to the ports.
He doesn't cut them. He uses his saw rough hands and just grinds it away.
Probably just like pulls it off with his bare hands.
Yeah, he's got the man hands over there. He's like,
Yeah, I've
I'll
thought
show
about that
them."
because there's a little panel right around the ports. I'm like, if this was just removable, that'd be great, but it's not. It's like attached to the entire, like it goes around the frame and everything. But yeah.
Interesting.
You okay there?
Nah, dog.
Thought I heard something crack there for a second.
Yeah, you did. The body's just getting old, man. I started taking joint supplements. You know.
I'm gonna look
Said,
at the
yeah,
chat real
you
quick.
probably should. Yeah, check out the chat. Dang, Kurt, tell us what your plans were supposed to be for tonight, man. Let the people know.
I didn't know if you guys were gonna make it. One was at a wedding, one was at a pool party.
Yeah, a pool
Elaborate.
party. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear more about. I mean, that's what I was. He's like, you know what? Screw this guy. He hasn't been on my hot tub.
Hopefully he doesn't
I
watch
just
this
started
show.
laughing. Yeah, right. Like he's just like in the chat right now. Like he's missing Kurt. Like, why aren't you here?
Well,
Oh
I hate it.
man. Well, I was telling Kurt though. I don't know if you heard me, Adrian. Brian was at the wedding I was at. You know, Mister Orr. So he was.
Interesting.
I was like, is that Brian? I was like, yeah,
He's
yeah.
Small world.
I only met him once, but he was a nice guy.
Oh god, my thing's probably gonna die. I don't know. Got 10%. We'll see.
Well, you're here until you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, slow week. Seriously, I had a 2-system maintenance this morning. I don't think I worked yesterday. Or I had one maintenance, and the day before I didn't work. And then I don't even think I have anything on the schedule tomorrow. To be, Hey, yo, let's go. Kurt's gonna auction that one off. Sweat stains and all, so he'll sign it for you. It's going to a good cause.
Yeah, this one too. When the maintenance guys say that they're HVAC certified or licensed because they have the EPA card.
Bro, I mean, in like 30 states, that's all you need. I swear.
Exactly. You know what's funny is like when we talked about the whole permit and all that inspections, because everybody's like, oh yeah, like Mike's comment right here, like inspections, what? Like whenever I have inspections, they always tell me that this is the nicest install they've seen. Like we don't do a lot of installs, right? I'm like, my shit is like the bare minimum. Like what kind of crap do you guys see?
Bro.
Because I don't really do like crazy like Jeff Jadem installs or anything, you know? But I'll take the compliment.
Yeah, it just makes you wonder, man. I mean, I see this stuff that's out there around here, and it's just like some stuff's good, some stuff is just like, you paid what for this? You know what I mean? And we go to a point of over the top for no reason, but it's a peace of mind.
Yeah, right now, just like Mike saying, my days right now are just refrigeration calls. It's been weird. It was like, it was freezing. It was 30 degrees. Wind chill was like in the 20s. Then it was 90. And then we got 40s. And then now it's like 75, but it's raining. We've had all the seasons in the past week.
It's like the bipolar stuff.
Our temperature has been so mild. Nobody's running their air conditioner right now. It's a windows open kind of day, and
I had a couple.
Needs the HVAC guy today.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to dive into refrigeration?
No, you can't talk me into that.
I wouldn't want to do it either.
Come on,
between these hours, I'll do it.
You get little friends on your
yeah, bro. I saw your little roach thing or something. I was like,
I get enough of those as it is.
Oh, in my comments, they were like, "Oh, that reminds me of Kurt's video with that one."
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was like, I kept my bag on the other side of the kitchen, like, screw that.
Yeah, straight up, dude. What place was that?
It's a famous pizza place. That's all I'll say.
Mm.
Damn. Yeah, I can't show too much, so it's whatever.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Well, like, if anybody locally asks me, I always tell them which places to avoid, like the really bad ones. Refrigeration Devil, is it me or is Kleinhantel's losing quality? He said the rubber is coming off the screwdriver and stripper handles. The one with the bits inside the handle always messes up on me, the rubber part.
I've never had that issue.
Really? It's happened to me
It's
like 3
happened to me
times.
too. It's happened
Yeah,
to me
I
too.
mean, I don't work, I guess. I don't know.
I
But
forgot why.
I don't. I'm not going to judge them on that one thing though. They make a lot of good tools.
I forgot why I was gonna bring this up, but I was like, yeah, not all. Oh, I think when we're talking about like sponsors, like all of this is fake. Like all this is like fake sets. We're on the
Oh
fake
yeah.
roof sets or outside sets, and it's all acting.
Yeah, we're just we're burning our hands, getting shocked. It's not real. Um uh
No.
a lot of the Klein stuff, what's been getting me is, I mean, obviously they're like mass producing so many tools now that they're all, a lot of it is just outsourced, obviously. But like, I think the tried and true stuff has always been pretty decent. At least like the Lyman's, the Dykes, the Needle Nose has always been good. But as Double J said here, just got to keep it secure. But I don't know. I haven't had that issue. What?
I heard.
What?
I heard
Who's
like a
that?
train right now.
No.
The
You
rubber will
hear the
come off
train
those.
a coming.
The rubber will come off those screwdrivers. But what I've done is twist it and shove it on so it can't come off.
Especially the way you put your hand. That's exactly where you do it, Kurt. He was like, yeah, you just twist it and it don't come off.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And we good.
we got a celebrity in the house.
Yo,
Oh
shout
my
out.
God.
There's the homie. Hi.
What's up, Gil? We're just keeping it
We were
professional.
talking about you today, Gil.
Oh, don't.
It was all good things. All good things. We love you. Be safe, bro.
No,
Gil,
tell him the truth.
I filled out that
Turn it off.
that thing to get on your show so I can schedule an appointment to be on your show. So
Oh,
hopefully in about 2
Gil, he must
2
really
months I
like
might
you
see you.
because he
He
must
doesn't
really
do
like
that
you
for
because he
nobody.
don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually only have him under contract right now for the first 2 years of HVAC Nights. The only reason he shows up. Plus, we pay his Pepsi bill, so you're welcome. Oh man, come on! No, it's awkward silence. Awkward
I'm
silence. Come
looking
on,
at the chat. I'm trying to see.
find something good.
Talking about those clients.
Oh, dude, you know what I got, guys? Check these things. Y'all ever heard of 1620 workwear?
No.
Are you
Whew.
have that now?
Check the bro. These are like the world's greatest. Like this
Are
is.
they worth like the $500 tag on them?
I would afterpay that shit. That's what I would do because that is no. I mean they're like 130, right? And True Works,
Oh,
I
I had
think the
seen
one I
some for
bought
like
them.
200.
Oh yeah, they got them for 2.
Okay.
But I paid like 90 for the True Works. So I was like, all right, well let's try these. What was that? $40 more or $50 more? But made in USA, they make them too, and they're not all baggy. And I don't have a damn camel toe. I love my Camel City Mill, but I don't like camel toe moose knuckles on my pants. So like it's just weird. But I got, and then you can get got my little logo on there,
You
dude.
got it. Is that stitched?
Yeah, it's embroidered, man.
God damn.
And
Okay, cool.
and they hem them to like your length, like.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never had anything
I
this nice, like put on my ass and my balls, bro. So yeah, those $20 ones, I literally would go through about 5 pairs, maybe 6 a
well
year. So that right there puts you at $120. No bullshit, because I got I got thicker thighs. Okay, so I got thick thighs, and so like every time I would bend, they would rip in the crotch, or my knees were getting holes in them. And so I'd
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
all
that's
right,
what
I'd
happens
be
to me.
like Eddie here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
20
happened to
bucks. I'll
me.
go get another pair. These are lifetime warranty. Boom. Buy once, cry once. So I'm stoked. I just got them.
I
We'll go see how they do, man.
Well, I've never been. I hate blue jeans in general because they rip a lot. I feel like they're a lot hotter too. Like where I'm at, like I can't wear jeans. So
Hmm.
better, work pants that are meant for outdoor use. Those are always better. And like you said, it's the same thing with the Camel City Mill socks. I always tell people, like, I understand $20, but if you buy more, there's a discount and all that. Or if you use our
Hmm.
code HVAC Knights.
Shout out to the Knights,
But
Curtis.
they last longer because I rip holes in my socks all the time. Like, it's the same shit.
Yeah, dude, I used to wear the Nike dry fits and I would rub the heels out all the
Yeah.
time. I'm like, this is BS, bro. Like, you're paying a pretty premium for those socks. I feel like a pack of,
I mean, I
I don't
try
know
to
what they
work out the
came in.
math. It's similar. Like, you pay they're cheap if you get like a decent pair of socks, but you have to get them every year, every 6 months, whatever it is, because they rip.
And as much as
What's
like
up, Ewok?
Ewok, I so far I got the Red Wing boots, um, the composite toe, mock toe, and those things have been TIT, and they're a year and a half old, and I love
See,
them.
Kurt?
Hmm?
No, I was like, see, Gil loves them.
Oh, for sure. Kurt, have
Well,
you
so
ever
does
tried
my.
almost
Yeah, I did try them. My wife loves them.
you son of a gun.
I like the way Jason puts it. If you live in an oven, wearing any
Yeah,
clothes is
this
too
is
hot, and anything less, you're going to jail.
oh man, bro. I think I've told y'all the story. My pops always tells me about my boy George's uncles. I forget their names, but they were them good old boys from back in the day that, he said he came up the ladder one day and this boy was just wearing his tool belt, no clothes, and his boots, bro, working on the AC unit. Yo, and he's like, one of them big boys, bro, got the big old gut and probably had like a tiny little. What? Oh, thank you, boo
Oh, well,
boo. I don't
Victor
know if
says
it'll
he'll
work
let
because
us
my thing's
know.
plugged.
He'll
You're the
let us know
best.
about the
Thank you.
socks.
Oh man. Here's the here's the question. Whose discount code you use?
Put him on the spot.
Yeah, we gotta know, bro. Um, because if yeah, anyways, but I'm trying to find literally, dude. I want to find like I want to get a really like we got some cool
Oh, tell us
shirts for
about that
work. We
underwear deal that you're working on.
Yeah, so I got one company, it's called Duckworth. So I'm hoping they come through maybe. And I just thought it was funny. I found them made in USA, and I'm pretty sure they use Dan Merino wool too. But I know, I was like wool underwear, but the socks have been great,
I
so why wouldn't
guess.
it be good for your nuts, right? So and swamp ass. And so hoping that comes through, but I want shirts because something I want to do realistically is have like a made in USA work uniform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be a cool little, but obviously it's going to be pricey. Like these pants, the socks, the boots. Like them boots were $300, bro. You know what I mean? The pants, $100. The socks, $20. Finding a good shirt. I mean, the underwear I think were like freaking no bullshit. We're like $40, bro. But we'll see. But yeah, I just want something that's comfortable because, like, where you live and Kurt, you same thing. All of our environments, we need comfort, and that's just what I'm looking for, man. I used to wear some stuff that just wasn't comfortable, so that's all. Here I go on my soapbox again. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm looking at something clean.
These were the 1620 workwear. They I think they're like some Nyko, but they're like no dude. So you got like a back pocket, you got your belt loop, right? Or your hammer loop, you got a back pocket, and then you got another back pocket. It was insane. They're like some utility thing. But they're all handmade when you order them
Have you
to be
have you used them at work yet, or you just got them?
just got them. And
Okay. Let me know how they are because I have the Huxley ones. I
mhm.
like them, but they never have them in stock. It takes me forever to get them. So I don't
uh
know.
these did take a minute when I ordered them.
No, but like
They
the Huxley ones, I don't know if it's because they're a small business or what it is. Like they sell out and they won't carry them again
yeah,
until
they
like another date, and then like they only have
Yeah.
certain colors, certain styles, and I'm
Gotcha.
like, crap.
Yeah, just saying what I want. But these, like I said, they get hand hemmed from when you order them for your size.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and it does say, hey, give us some time when we order. So I waited. And
Oh, well, because they're making them, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, and then I got like the gray color too. But it, seriously, I'm excited. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
let me know
find
how
like
they
hats.
hats.
Oh
I have like
shoot!
these. I forgot what they're called, but I saw some. I got them from AHR last year. They were like, I
You
guess
look good,
they're
Gil.
sporty ones, and they're super thin. They're not that like cheap mesh one, and they actually
Yeah.
are super comfortable, and they do good in the heat. I just haven't bought any yet for work because they're a little pricey, but I don't know. Maybe I'll
Mm.
switch to those.
Gil needs
I
a
always
good
buy the
case of
cheap ones
munchies.
because what was that?
I say Gil needs a good case of the munchies.
So give him some.
I always buy the cheap hats because I sweat so much that they're ruined
Mm-hmm.
really quickly. So I was like, whatever.
For sure. For sure. Kurt likes to wear blue jeans to work though. What brand you rocking? The Levi's, Wranglers.
Something like that. Yeah. It's normally Wranglers because I go to like
But some of
Tractor
them
Supply.
okay. They got expensive though too. A good pair of Wranglers is like 50, $60. A good
Can
pair.
be.
You know what I mean? You can obviously get the lower quality. I don't know. Gummies. That's what, yeah. That keeps him satiated. I think that's probably the problem. He does those and he gets the opposite of it. But yeah, no. What about what was it gonna do? That's good. They do actually. They do. I need a good sport. Damn, bro. We gotta. We need to do a little coalition thing. Kurt needs to put us on his workout regimen.
I was gonna say like I have to apologize to you guys over there in Florida, making you all eat like bad food because like we were out there trying out different spots and all that, and I need to get back on. I was doing really well before AHR, working out and eating.
You
And
look
then,
good,
like,
bro. You
it's
look like
coming.
you lost some lbs.
The weight's coming back on. I was losing it
Oh,
for a while, but
yeah.
when we were out there, we went to like Italian places and like we're trying out different things. And there was a
But
spot that
that's
had like I don't know how many courses of meal. Like it was like you picked. I don't know if it was like 3 or 4 entrees, and then you got dessert too, and it was like for $40. I was like, crap. So we took it,
can't
and it was
pass
a lot
this
of food.
up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not passing it up. I ate everything.
Well, that's
You're
what
not
you do when
supposed
you
to eat
travel.
everything.
Well, we took some back. I was kind of mad that we didn't get to it because it stayed in the fridge. I was like, whatever.
Oh, that's the worst. So it's like that's what I was telling you, Kurt. We get them dad bods, bro. You got that, you know what I mean? I feel guilty. I pay all that money on that food too. I gotta trust me. I don't know.
While I was in Orlando, I used Grubhub. I've never used Grubhub before, and I
Yeah.
ordered
He
from this
does
place
pull them
called.
off.
But I was ordering from this place called the Burger Den.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, it was pretty good too.
We don't want to see Kurt knows. I never tried that one. I'll have to try that out. I like yeah.
You want to try some jorts?
Ooh, let's go.
I see people work in shorts, and I can't. I don't know how that.
I do
I don't know how
too.
I
they do.
am torn. I know we've talked about this. I used to be a short guy, and like I
I
would wear
can't.
like the dicky or the but I've gotten back into just wearing pants for work. Now I got these pasty ass legs, bro. It's like golly, they're so bad looking. But yeah,
I
I
thought he
have to.
wasn't staying here. He's still here.
Yeah, there he is. He's like, yeah.
The,
Nah, he wants to hang out with the
the show
boys,
is that
bro. He
good.
wants, yeah, yeah. He's having a
Here,
good time. He looks good, bro. Even Kurt called it out on the show. He was like, "Is
I
that
know.
Gil back there?" He was like, "My man." He's like, he lost some weight." It's like, damn, yo, he wasn't trying to. Like, he was
I
like,
didn't know it was
oh.
a touchy subject.
It's all good, man. But yeah. Speaking of which, so Kurt, like, I know we've talked about this. Do you say you just do some push-ups at the shop and stuff? Do you watch
I
what you
used to.
eat, or do you not do
Yeah,
anything?
it's a constant battle. I'll gain weight and get overweight. I'll get upset with myself, and then I'll
What's
do something
overweight?
about it. So I fluctuate.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What's overweight? You put on a couple pounds?
Yeah, right. Like,
Um,
hey, I'm gonna get you something. If you want some, I got
wow.
you.
No,
5%, boys.
overweight for me is like 15 pounds over
Okay.
where I should be.
Gil
Yeah,
wants
I'm
those
definitely about
hair products.
Bro, I'll put a link in the description. Okay. Bro, I should try to get some sort of hair thing. I
Go for
should.
it.
Screw it. I was gonna reach out to everything. Like, just try to get my life paid for. Like, yeah, what
What's
up,
up,
Mark? Oh
Anything
man.
else?
Ashley. Oh, real quick, I was gonna say
Go
something
ahead.
because Ashley was telling me something. Like, some lady, like, on Instagram or something, she was getting, like, somehow, some way, was getting like $7,000 a month in, like, food stamps. I'm like, how the hell is that possible, and how do you spend that much money? But she was complaining because she just went out and bought like a $70,000 car or something, and so people reported her, and she was like, "Can you believe they only give me $70 a month now?" It's like, bit, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, and we over here.
No, I
It's
see it. I used to see it here a lot. I'm like, damn, like, like it's something else.
I don't, yeah, but yeah, that was a fantastic conversation, guys.
Real quick, where are we? Screen share. Shout out of the
Yo,
week. We got this
Benny
channel that I came across. He's actually from Austin.
blowing up, bro.
Too bad he doesn't have an
Benny and the
HVAC
Jets.
in his name, but you'll have to go look for him. Benny Sanchez. He has really good content.
Is it?
So
I see Sanchez, not Sanchez, but whatever. I mean,
Sanchez.
He's popped up in my feed too.
that's good, man. Look, that's good
I think we need
numbers
to
right
start
there.
when we do the shout outs. I think we need to have some like people, or I'll do it on the Knights profile. Go and like leave him some comments or something that the Knights shouted him out or sent them over.
Yeah, guys, go check him out. That's awesome. Anybody
Anything
in the
else?
chat need a shout out? Let us know.
But we
Appreciate
shouted
everybody.
out Hall's HVAC last week. He's
Yeah,
also
that's
starting
right.
up on the YouTube.
The homie.
Anything else, guys?
No, sir. Oh, yeah. What you got?
You want to close out on
Son of a-
fireworks? Balloons.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Look at that! You
I
got two of
I
them.
got confetti.
I was actually going to talk to you about this off air. I guess we should set up something for people to, because the only thing with we'll talk about it next time. I don't know if to do like a PayPal or like
I thought you were flipping us the burb.
Patreon or something, but we'll see.
Heck yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much, man.
I don't know what
The support's real.
What was this comment for?
Damn, maybe he's talking about the lady with the food stamps. I don't know.
Okay. All right, guys.
That's
Well, I
it.
guess we'll close it out and we'll see you guys next time.
Appreciate y'all. Later.